believe how loud this thing is. There we go. Ultralight flying here through Southern California. Place here to fly. Ultralight here. It's really the first time I've taken this thing up in the air. It's got it today. It's the Aero Light. Pretty big terrain glitch. much flies himself, huh? Oh. Head toward the coast here. Near Malibu right now. Flying over Southern California here. The Aerolight. Ultralight. Scenic. Someone else here. Cincinnati.
It's the one where you can do like different seasons.
and slip an ultralight. Ooh, landed down there on the beach. Think we do. That's like a perfect pairing here with the ultralight. Do a little beach landing. Well, that was uneventful. Why don't we? So. Ending challenges. There's this one with the Cessna and like heavy wind. Been bugging me. Get better score. Challenge. Strong wind. Boom, boom, boom. This one. Bothering. Got this really extreme approach where you go down, you got to turn, and immediately land. Shot that bad. Seriously, don't understand how you're supposed to get a good score there. Approach. Ah, C. I want to get a B. Accept a B. It's a minimum. Get a B here. That's what matters. The problem is you can't go. because of the mountain there, you can't go further down and get a better approach. Like, you've got to do this weird turn. And oh, by the way, you have this ridiculous crosswind here. It's pretty epic. Trial here. Challenge. Stall, stall, stall. That might be a B right there. Oh, that might be a B score. Well, well. Shot it a little bit. Ah, C. Okay. All right. Let's do it again. More beer I drink, the better I'll get. Something like that. If I go a little bit wider here and go more up the mountain, I can get a better entry. It's pretty steep. So oh. Down. Had like a pocket of air there that shot me back up. It's gonna be a C. I think I'm coming in too fast. That's the problem. That was better. Get a B out of that. What? Gotta do to get a B, man. Obviously put it down in the square there, but that's easier said than done. Alright. Let's do this. This is it. Alright. That's not a B. I don't know what it is. Hey! Alright, I'll take it. I will take it. To the Bahamas. Bahamas. Little water approach. Hey, man. This one guy I know. Hey, doing good. How are you, man? Just trying some landing challenges here. Just got done doing a little bush flying over Southern California. Just tried something different here. Haven't done a lot of these strong wind challenges, so that's what I'm trying here. Not a fan of the turboprops, to be honest. Yeah, man, I was just doing the one, I don't know which one it was, Strong Wind Cessna. Dude, I had to do it like 10 times before I got a B. That thing is ridiculous. It's the one where you gotta go like straight toward a mountain, turn left. I finally got a B and I quit. Oh yeah, epic. Nice. I have no idea where the road. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's. I don't know what it is about that one strong wind with the Cessna that's just, I don't know. That thing was stupid hard. Hey, I appreciate the shout out there, Lisa. Appreciate it. Little Bahamas landing here, strong wind, crosswind going on. Let's see. The King Air. Okay, yeah, I'll check that one out. Favorite is that the one? That's not the, what is it? That famous airport, Lukla. Is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about? It's like in the middle of a mountain valley. It's like straight uphill. That thing. Because that's pretty fun. I'm gonna do that one next. Oh no. Oh, it's Bahamas. Okay. Is it a strong wind or an epic? Hey, appreciate the like there, Lalisa. Oh, if this isn't an A, I don't know what is. Hey, I'll take it. That was pretty good. Whoa, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's friends leaderboard. All right, I got excited there, and I thought maybe I was #1 in the world, but that would be kind of stupid. No, I'm only 41,528. All right, epic landing. All right, so you're saying King Air in Bahamas. It's an epic one. Let me check that one out. Bahamas. I don't have it? Or Caribbean. Oh, that one right here? Yeah. Oh, I've done this one. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, this one's pretty hard. I appreciate the follow there, Lalisa. All right, let's I do it. I don't have a reverse thrust bound easily, but we're gonna do it anyway. I do remember this one though. Yeah, you have to have reverse thrust bound. It's such a short runway. And this plane, for some reason, does not slow down. I got full flaps right now. I am descending like 1,000 feet per second, so it's per minute. Yeah. All right. I'll tell you what, if I get this without a reverse thrust bound, I'm gonna attribute the beer I've drank tonight. A little low here, aren't I? Yep. Off to a good start. Hey. A B. First try. Woohoo. Okay, apparently I did have reverse thrust. Nice. Okay, what was that? That was Caribbean. Oh, now we gotta do Lukla. Lukla? However you pronounce it? I just not a fan of turboprops. I don't like the lag. I know the trick is to keep the fuel mixture all the way up. I'm gonna get an A on this one. That's my goal right here. I think the highest I've ever gotten is a B or an A. The airport is ridiculous.
500. Stall. Stall.
B. Alright, we can do better than that. Stalled it there. I don't even think I went full flaps there. Should have went full flaps. Any other suggestions there? this one guy. Challenges. Just doing whatever here. Go flaps right out here. Increase the power a little bit. Burning off the speed now. Hot now. Jeez.
500.
Oh yeah, you do iRacing? I'm an iRacing connoisseur myself there. Yeah, I wanted a honeycomb, but back when, like, I don't know, like 6 months ago. Oh, okay. Set a course. Yeah, dirt rally. Yeah, like 6 months ago, I got into flight sim. Like maybe not 6 months ago, but whenever like the height of the pandemic shutdown, silicon shortage, all that. I wanted a honeycomb, but they were back ordered for like 6 months, and the Logitech was in stock. So I was like, what the hell? I've never flown a real plane with a yoke. I've never played with a high end yoke, so it's fine for me. But yeah, the honeycomb is the way to go. This thing, Logitech, only has what, 45 degrees of rotation, and once you get it to about, I don't know, 60%, the next 40% is like just stupid sensitive. Oh yeah. I have a so I do a lot of iRacing. I have a T150 Pro. Not the best wheel in the world. I do want the Fanatec that new direct drive wheel they came out with. The like, what is it? The it's like $400 for the base. But my brother just got one, or he pre-ordered it, whatever. Be here in like a month. I'm gonna wait and see how much quicker that makes him. Yeah, yeah. I so I don't know what kind of racing you do. You said a set of course in dirt, so that's kind of like, I don't know. It seems like you might do a little road racing mixed with some rallycross. I don't know. Um, the I do a little bit of everything, and the one thing I hate about the wheel I have, like the belt driven wheels and stuff like that, is the dead spots that are in it. Especially like do mostly rally racing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I hate, you might not feel it in rally racing as much, but when you're uh like, I do a lot of oval asphalt racing, and we run really like steering ratios where you turn the wheel a lot, right? So you can get that fine movement in, because in the oval asphalt racing, you're mainly worried about the right front, especially in the fixed setups. You're worried about the right front tire wear, so you don't want to turn the wheel more than you have to. So, with that being said, you set the steering ratio to like 16:1 in iRacing, which is like the most it'll do. So, like, you have to turn the wheel a lot, but when you do that on a cheap belt-driven steering wheel, you'll feel these little dead spots. It's like smooth dead spot, smooth dead spot, smooth dead spot, and it just amplifies the more you use your wheel. And I mean, we're talking like hundredths of a second, tenths of a second lost just in that right there. Uh, but for like road racing, I'm sure there's some gain to the direct drive as well. I mean, if you think about it, you're not going through a belt and pulley system, so there's just like that, you're eliminating that delay there between the game, what the game is saying, the feedback needs to be, and what the steering wheel is processing, and then that pulley and that belt is processing. So anything you can do to reduce the delay there would be, I think, on paper sounds really good. Now, what I want to wait to see, my brother is in the same position. Like we're both pretty equal in iRacing. He's got like a 5,000 I rating, which is, on up there. It's like, top of the line. I'm pretty high myself. I want to see how much quicker that makes him. I have a pretty good baseline in my competitiveness with him. So I want to see. I think honestly, like if I went with the direct drive wheel, I think I would get slower right off the bat because, well, one thing, I would upgrade my pedals. And I've just got standard spring potentiometer pedals, and I would go with hydraulic pedals, which, for your brake, I think that's going to be, it's going to take a lot to get used to. And I think I would slow down at the beginning, which is what I'm worried about. It'd be a learning curve. I know, like in the long run, if I got a direct drive wheel, probably be beneficial in the long short run. Probably would suck. I tell you, you said you do rally racing. Uh, iRacing, man, the dirt cars are pretty fun. I don't know if you do any like dirt oval racing or you got any interest in that, but in iRacing, dirt is probably the most fun for me right now, just because of how dynamic the track gets. It's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Be only circuit or track racing. You do any like asphalt road racing in Assetto Corsa? I tell you what, I'm not a spokesperson for iRacing, but I've done Assetto Corsa. I've done Dirt 2.0. I tell you, if you want the best multiplayer experience, it's in iRacing. Now the downside is it's expensive as hell. Like I've probably got those with the subscription, and then you got to buy each tracking car. I bet I've got $1,000 in iRacing. That's one thing I hate about it, is how expensive it is. Do drifting, okay. I mean, hey, if you're happy with what you have, I mean, I stick with it, to be honest. Once you go down that iRacing rabbit hole, man, so expensive. Like I've hit the point now where they give you like a discount for when you buy something new. Yeah, set of course with mods. Yeah, I haven't played it in probably 5 years. I'm sure it's probably better. I just hate how expensive iRacing is. It's so expensive. Like I said, $1,000 easy racing. You know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink. Yeah. Let's see. This thing has a nice interface and system that, yeah. So this is my ignorance with Assetto Corsa because I played it like 5 years ago. Does it have any like AI racing with it where you can like go in and single player like race with bots or anything? Or is it just strictly like by yourself or multiplayer? Because my ignorance, I think that feature, the AI, oh, you can race with bots. Oh, okay. See, my ignorance thought that iRacing had like that feature and no one else did. So that yeah, I mean that sure it's pretty good. Let's see, what do we want? Let's do this France one. Oh wow. That looks like a short landing. Okay. Man, you gotta let me know how that the CSL direct drive works for you. What do you have right now? As far as the steering wheel? You told me probably, let me guess. You're a Logitech G29 guy. 'Cause that's like the most popular wheel in the entire world. Yeah, that's what I said. If you're not already down the iRacing rabbit hole, I wouldn't go in it. Like, like I said, I've got $1,000 easy in that game, and is it worth $1,000? No, no, absolutely not. Oh, you had Thrustmaster TX. Okay. You know, Thrustmaster's supposed to be working on a direct drive wheel as well. Time will tell how it compares to the Fanatec. Where the hell is this airport? Is that it? Holy crap, that is it.
Landing gear.
Okay.
Landing gear. Landing
I don't
gear.
even have landing gear down. Alright, we're coming in way too hot for this. I almost got the Thrustmaster, what is it, the T something PC, but that's before I knew anything about wheels, and then I decided I wanted direct drive. That was the way to go. Hey, B, I'll take it. The T300. Yeah, I looked at the T300 too. Um, it's already dead. Nice. I mean, I've had my T150 Pro. I bought it like God knows 5 years, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And I don't know. It served me pretty well. Like I said, I know the downfalls from having it. I've only had it mess up on me once. Like the pedals just like lost their mind one time. But aside from that, I mean, it's been pretty decent. I don't have a map open. Still. No experience in jets. Fly it like a bush plane though. Yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought about that. Yeah, it's it's a laptop power supply. Yeah.
500.
Hey, how many watts is it? Can't be over like 200 watts. Jesus, this approach. Oh, 20, 25 watts? Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking direct drive. I think they got like ridiculous. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to restart this thing. Twenty, 25 watts. Okay. Yeah, that's seems like it might be a pretty easy. Yeah, it's a cheap power supply. I mean, hell, iPads come with like a 20-watt power supply now. Could probably fix that pretty cheap if it's just the power supply that went bad. Now, if it's like a, you know, like a capacitor or something in the electric motor that went bad, then it's gonna be a little tougher fix. I mean, not totally unfixable though. I would say it'd probably be cheaper than 50 bucks. If, well, assuming you have like a voltmeter already and like the tools necessary to fix it. Now that's the trick. You see all these like YouTube videos that are like, oh, a cheap fix this shit yourself. With $150 worth of tools and a soldering kit, yeah. You know, using that math there, yeah. You're gonna have to buy the tools. That's the thing there. Just got to make sure it's worth it in the end, because if you have to spend 150 bucks to fix that wheel, what does it cost new? You know what I mean? Or what does an upgrade cost? I should have hit the flaps a long time ago. Here, what? 110 knot. It's terrible. That was a B. It's like my brother there. You're talking about the price. Like, I had a 65-inch TV. It was an older one. It was like an RCA. I bought it like 6 or 7 years ago. You know, just 1080p. You know, LCD backlit 65-inch TV. Extremely early 65-inch. I had the it broke to me, and I knew it was probably something stupid like capacitor or you know, like the LED, the backlighting, something like that went bad, right? So I gave it to my brother. We both work in IT. It's just I don't have time to fool around with it. He does. Gave it to him. He went out. He had to buy a hot solder tool, right? Like you would, it's like a hot blow torch soldering iron. You know, it's where it just blows hot air, right? It's what you use to like fix components on like, you know, a silicon board or something. Anyway, he bought that. He figured out it was the LED backlighting in the TV, like one of the, you know, it's one of those extremely early TVs where it's just got like dimming zones, right? It's got LED backlights every so often in a vertical array in the TV, right? I think it only had like 8 or something. One of them had went bad, so he goes on eBay. He finds the LED, you know, backlighting strip for it. It's the hot soldering iron. You know, I think at the end of the day, he spent like $25. He fixed it, but yeah, get a cheap kit, yeah. But you know, you got to also think about it though. You get those tools in the long run. How much shit can you fix? You know, with a voltmeter. If you don't have a voltmeter, like tell you like a voltmeter on any electronics troubleshooting is like the first tool you use. So, boom, you're gonna get your use out of that, especially as you go down the DIY path. A soldering iron kit, you'll probably use it too. So you can get those for $40. Yeah, I'd say go for it. Try to fix it because you'll use them down the line. Yeah. Without a doubt, man. Go for it. Especially you had like an old TX wheel. Make those anymore. Those are classics. You can get that thing fixed. Get you the CSL DD. Sell your TX because all electronics prices are stupid right now. Be the way to go. Let's do Ecuador. Pretty cool. King Air. And yeah, if you can get a honeycomb, man, that'd be the way to go. If you can't for whatever reason, I mean, the Logitech's fine. I think Thrustmaster is actually coming out with a yoke, if I'm not mistaken. I know they have rudder pedals out. It'd be interesting to see, if I remember correctly, they're coming out with a yoke too, if it's not already out. Interesting to see what it's like. I mean, the Logitech one was pretty much plug and play, but like I said, it's got its downfalls. Honeycomb would be much better. gonna be a B, right? Alright, alright. I think I can get an A with that one though. We try that. Kind of used to this King Air. It's a pretty difficult plane to fly. It's in quite a few of the challenges here, and I'm used to it. Yeah, there you go. I tell you what though, I looked, my brother ordered the CSL DD from Fanatec here the other day. I think I just shut my engines off. I did. The lead time on them, like the estimated shipping time on the DD was, I think, November as of right now. And that's the thing that scares me. Like, if he gets his and I decide I want one, I'm gonna have to wait forever. Oh, you got the CH Pro. Yeah, it's like the same thing as the Logitech. Yeah, so you're good. Yeah, so you definitely are due an upgrade to the Honeycomb then. What about joystick? Do you do any joystick flying? I'm honestly in the market for a good joystick, so I was thinking Thrustmaster. Especially when they, you know, come out with the... I've got a couple of the helicopter mods, and whenever they come out with, like, the official helicopter mod. Hey, appreciate the follow there, old gaming dad. Ah, sounds kind of like me. Old in spirit. A dad in real life. That's what everybody tells me, that the CSL DD is like night and day difference. But like I said, a lot of what I do in iRacing, I swear, is just down to muscle memory. Like, just pure muscle memory. So I just really worry about switching it up. Alright, it's gonna be an A right here. I'll take it. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till my brother gets his, and I'm gonna go try it. I think then I could get a good idea of what it's like. Got an A at the Bahamas. You know what? This one right here is bugging the crap out of me. This is the one I was talking about. It's the Cessna 172 at this Onwalek, wherever the hell that is. Probably like Alaska. This landing challenge is stupid hard. Hey. Shut my engine off. It's fun. No, I don't have VR, but I do have a 49-inch super ultra wide, and if my phone wasn't dead right now, I would have
500.
the smooth track app on, so it would track my head movement. Um, I've been playing around with that before. Everybody keeps telling me go with track IR, which is, you know, expensive. So I tried that app version out first, and I'm digging it. Just haven't went into the world of VR yet, honestly. I know VR in sim racing would slow me down. Like I just know it. For flight sim, it'd be pretty cool. But I just couldn't do it in sim racing. Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I'm holding off is because all of the VR headsets out now are kind of meh. You know, you've got like what the Valve one you can't buy. Uh yeah, you got that one. You got the what Facebook Quest 2, which is, you know, with Facebook there. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right. Start that. I think there's an HP one out now that's not terrible. I don't know the price point on it because, like I said, all this. I think what Oculus wins the bet in price right now, right? Because you got to sell your soul to use it. Uh, what is it? The Valve Index is like $1,000, so that's crazy expensive. Hey, appreciate the like there.
500.
Call you Kumar because I'll butcher your first name. Do you have a VR headset right now? VR headset. Like, do you have one? Which one do you have right now? That's a B at least, if not an A. Alright. You have a Lenovo Explorer. Okay. Yeah. Lenovo's been a weird company. So I work in the IT industry and specifically in education. We bought a butt ton of Lenovo's late last gen VR headset. It wasn't the Explorer. I can't remember which one it was, but as soon as we bought them, they discontinued them and then announced this partnership with Oculus. And then Facebook bought Oculus, and you could just see how that went. Motorized lens. Yeah, look, they got to get the refresh rate up, right? Like after I went to like a 144 hertz monitor, I can't go back. And a lot of the VR headsets, what is it? The Oculus Quest 2 can only go up to like 110 or something refresh rate. And it's the refresh rate that'll make you sick, like that motion blur business. So they gotta get that higher. But I agree with what you're saying there. The motorized lenses to like, it's almost like lens shift in a projector, right? So like it'll track your, it could do it off of like I guess it could do it off a gyro or even like, I don't know, eye tracking or whatever. But yeah, that would help. There's a lot of people that wear them and get like motion sickness from them just because of the way they are right now. New Zealand. Right. Never done this. Frame time. Are you talking about like yeah, like the pixel refresh rate, like 11 milliseconds? Yeah, that's pretty terrible. You gotta think like the very first like flat panel displays they ever came out with, like they had refresh rates of like 20 in that. Oh, frame time, yeah. Yeah, you gotta get the refresh rate up, that down, to just reduce that like motion sickness feeling that some people get. What's really important is figuring out where the airport. Oh, frame time. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember the official term for it. I am way too many beers deep for that. I guess the airport is like literally right on the other side of this mountain. And I am crazy fast. I would say under like 6. Most flat panel displays now, even the crappy ones, like the high end is like 6 milliseconds, right? Wow, I am way off here.
Landing here. Landing here.
Oh, come back. I tell you what, though, the biggest difference for me was going from like a 60 hertz monitor to a 144. That was amazing. Yeah, that's the other thing. The way VR, the crazy resolutions, right? Requires a high-end PC. And guess what you can't buy right now? A GPU. So, kind of like a double-edged sword, right? Hey, a B, I'll take it. Yeah. Especially in flight sim. Dude, I'm afraid to admit it, but I've got like $4,000 here in a computer just so I can play on a 1440p 49-inch super ultra wide above 60 frames per second. Like I've got an RTX 3090 and an AMD 5950X. I, just so I can get over 60 FPS, which is just stupid. Just realized my game crashed. Gotta relaunch that. Take a hot minute, but sad world we live in right now. Great. There we go. Let's launch it. Like I have the best hardware money will buy. I've got my game capped at 75 frames per second, and the reason for that is because there's no frame cap when you're in the like menu. So when I'm in the menu, I'll pull like 500 frames per second and my hardware will just be like pegged at 100%. It's just stupid. So I got it capped at 75 because I play on ultra settings. So when I'm in the game, it's, you know, I'm usually at 75 or somewhere between 60 and 75. Which I think for like flight sim is it's fine, right? For sim racing, you know, I prefer to have it around 120, 144 FPS. It's best. I know Lenovo VR for like 200 bucks or less. Really? See, that's the other thing is I wonder how the used market is for VR. Do you think of like VR headsets as like this like commodity thing, right? A lot of people that buy VR headsets, it's going to be kind of like the Nintendo Wii, right? Where you you buy it, you play it for a few weeks, and then you're done. So I I bet you can get a pretty good deal on secondhand VR equipment. I haven't looked into it, but just in theory. Skydiver Rob is flying and is streaming. Yeah. E- Especially around the holiday season. Here, what is it? The Quest 2 that came out recently? I I bet a lot of people are going to get those here for the holidays, factoring in, you know, isn't the Quest 2 like one you can run like on Android like You don't have to connect it to a computer. Like it's got its own OS or whatever, and you can play stupid Android-based games. But I bet a lot of people are gonna get those. Um, I'm gonna spawn Mr. I'd have a Rob here and see what he's fly around in the ultralight. Like he's somewhere that's fun. All right, weather didn't get. No, whatever. Malibu, where's Malibu? Set my functions. This out here. See? Make it fly out. Los Angeles. There's Malibu. Southern California. Where's a good airport takeoff? Somewhere a little remote. Ayo, Griffith Observatory. Pretty cool flyover. It's kind of a lot of houses through there. Fly from this naval base. Six. Thought I had an air here. Oh, I forgot how loud this plane is. I'm sorry. Turn that down. I don't care who you are. These aero lights are just awesome. Can't imagine how sketchy it is to fly one here. Hey Logie 27, how's it going, man? Little ultralight flying here through Southern California. Just got the aero light here, testing it out. Imagine these aerolights here would be pretty fun to fly in real life. Just gotta have a good place to take off from, and probably a pretty good DIY maintenance skill set. But other than that, man, could you imagine just flying around like this right here? Hey, Edwater, thanks for the like, man. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, you just got flight sim today? Yeah, man, it's pretty awesome. Especially if you get you a good set of flight controls. I mean, the only thing better is to get up in the air in real life, right? I mean, this is pretty close with the right setup. Especially if you've got the computer hardware to run it, man. Crank this thing up to ultra. Oh god, it's beautiful. Hey, appreciate the like there, Richard Jones. Oh, you got the Hota start. Is that the new Thrustmaster yoke? Oh, shut up. I gotta look that up because I knew they were coming out with one. Oh, it's the, okay, it's a joystick. I think Thrustmaster's coming out with a yoke to compete with, you know, Honeycomb and what. Man, if you want to spawn on me, or tag there in chat for you. I'm just goofing around. If you've got a better place to go, well, you said you got the game today. May know of a better place to fly around. Just do a little Southern California here. Ultralight going way too fast. See what's really fun here, Logie. It's doing some bush landings here, some stole landings out here in the mountains. Find a nice challenging spot. fly a little valley here. And maybe we'll try to find a extreme place to try to land this thing. Hear the accidentally hit the brakes there, and then you can hear them squealing. That's kind of fun. Oh man, this game looks beautiful. Yeah. Honeycomb, like I said, it's the bee's knees. Got a lot more bindable buttons for it, but the biggest difference by far is the full 90 degrees of rotation, like on the ailerons left and right. Can't tell you how annoying it is to only have 45 degrees here with the Logitech. Like, that's as far as I can turn it. Boom. And I've had to adjust my sensitivity so much to get it to where it's flyable. Oh, it's plug and play. Yeah, like I said, Honeycomb, way to go. If you can get one. I don't know what the lead time is right now, but oh, 10 switches. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. So, well, and then you, whatever you got on your yoke. But the Honeycomb is in a whole nother league, man. In fact, now that I'm getting into this more, I'll probably look at like selling this thing as, you know, if I can get a Honeycomb. I haven't looked 6 months whenever I just started. Hey, appreciate the follow there, Logie. So, let's go find a place we should land that we should not land. How about that? Traffic pattern, okay. Do you, Logie, you got your, you got your real pilot's license? Or are you, training or progress? Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like the honeycomb has a lot more buttons than mine has bindable buttons. And I guarantee I don't have mine set up correctly. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing when I first got mine. I watched like half a tutorial or something. I've bound buttons to all kinds of crazy stuff. Like I got the flaps bound. I've got like camera bound to one here. I've got like engine start bound to one. Shit, I don't even know what that. Oh, landing gear to one. I imagine if I set mine up properly, it probably be a lot better. So, oh, you're training right now? Yeah. See, yeah, it's something I want to do. I know like the first step to doing it would be to go out and do, to sign up with a school and do that like first flight with an instructor. And I know that would be a blast, but I know as soon as I go and do that and I start the process, like I'm not going to be able to stop and I'm going to go hardcore, and which, might not be a bad thing, but is the Piper Cherokee not in the game? Seriously? Somebody's had to mod that. Yeah, really all you need is flaps, trim, landing gear. Yeah, and I've got all those bound, so that's probably why I'm like, this is okay for me. But I tell you, man, the 45-degree, like, here, I've got it where you can see. Okay, watch this. So you see the yoke on the screen, right? Now watch my yoke right here. All right, I'm gonna turn it, and then right there, it's gonna like snap. See, that's, if you had full 90-degree range of motion, it wouldn't snap like that right there, right? Snap. And I'm sure I could work some of that out with a sensitivity, but I don't know. Piper Cherokee. I feel like there's a Piper in the game. It may be a mod, but I feel like there is one. And I'll look right after I land this thing. Because the Piper is something that I actually want to fly. I just haven't had time to properly look, because I get distracted by things like the Ultralight here, where I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Hey, right now this thing is just ridiculously fun right here. It's such a stupid slow stall speed, but like 25 knots or something, 30 knots probably in real life. Here, it's gonna be a blast to fly. Oh yeah, I forgot, we gotta land this thing. Is that a level enough field there to land? I'll pick it. Whether it's good enough or not. The PA283 mod. Oh, okay. I have no idea what that is, but said I'm pretty much a newbie here. Oh, it's a Piper. Oh, okay. You just gotta pay attention to some of those mods. It's some of them aren't very realistic. Tell you what, I would love to have some land out in the back country here. I mean, this isn't perfect. This is like super steep here. But we're in a simulator. To just have a place to be able to like fly these things. That's so... the braking distance on this thing. Jesus. Alright. Thing might not be as realistic as I thought. Hey, can you post the link to that one here in the chat? I'll go check that one out too. That Piper mod you found. Awesome, thanks, man. Get that downloading here. Oh, $50! Jesus. A free one? I shouldn't complain. I know it takes a lot of development time to make a realistic mod. I shouldn't complain about payware. I do take it back. It's a little shell shock. What would be the closest thing to a Piper that's like in the like base game, or like the, what is it, like the professional premier version or whatever? Appreciate the like there, Antonio. Yeah. Yeah, $50 for a plane. Ooh. I mean, I'd be checking out the reviews before I paid for that. I mean, that A1C Husky, or the Husky, it's like the bush plane, the yellow one in the marketplace right now. It was like $15, and that thing's pretty fun to fly. It's like my favorite bush plane right now. Oh, get a free version? Yeah, post that thing up in here. Check out the free Piper. Yeah. Let's see here. FS 2002. It's Flight Simulator 2002, man. If we can't find it. Let's see. Hyper arrow. And there may not be a free one. Seeing anything. Just crazy. Such a popular plane. When I think about the Piper, I'm thinking about it right up there with the Cessna, right? And they got Cessnas all over the game. Yeah, I saw the mod for the paper airplane. I gotta admit, I was a little bit intrigued. Uh, there was I think there's also a car, like a Mercedes, like AMG car or something weird that you can drive around in Flight Sim. Which doesn't make any sense because like the roads that are generated are just like stupid. Am I flying in the game or in real life? Now, I've had my eye on, and it's going to be stupid, but someone else was talking about it. I was watching their stream, that Seasons pack that you can buy that'll like change the seasons automatically. I don't know. Look like it might be kind of cool. Like, if I have snow at my house and I want to fly in Flight Simulator over my house and it's winter, it'd be kind of cool. Have snow on the ground. Find somewhere else to land this thing. Somewhere a little bit more extreme this time. Ooh. Oh, I see it. I see what I'm going for. probably pretty stupid, but do it nonetheless. Little ridge over there. Star Wars mods. Oh man, now I'm gonna have to check those out. Why'd you have to say that? Millennium Falcon? Alright, now you got me sold. The brakes on these things are so stupid. Oh. Just pretend we didn't see that. Oh, a glider? Oh, yeah. Wonder how that... Well... Guess you just have to spawn up in the air. That would be pretty fun. Have you guys ever done paragliding? Really inexpensive way to get up in the air in real life. pretty nice spot. Jeez, the brakes on this thing are so stupid. Alright guys, I'm gonna take off tonight. I appreciate you hanging around. Be on tomorrow for a little bit, but y'all have a good evening.